A very good morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Danilo, and I'm going to be your MC for today. Our discussion will intricately explore the journey from the private marketplace, the PMP, to customer data platforms like CDP, providing valuable insights into the transformation and the transformative forces shaping this digital landscape itself. So I mentioned incredible speakers, and I know most MCs always say that about the lineup, but today there really are. So two of them that are going to join us on the call today. One is Adrian Naidu. He's the managing partner of product and growth at Mindshare South Africa. He's going to guide us through the advancements in innovation, emphasizing the transformative power of data. And I've asked him specifically to try and help us understand really what is first-party data. So he'll be doing quite a lot of the groundwork for us and then setting an understanding of this transformation that we're experiencing today so that you and I have a really good springboard to bounce into our next speaker, which is Ryan Smit. He's the head of optimization in CVM for MultiChoice South Africa. He's going to be discussing the transition from PMP to CDP, and the case study that they're presenting is honestly mind-blowing. And before we can get there, though, I'd like to welcome Razia, the CEO of the IAB, onto the call quickly. If you wouldn't mind turning your camera on and joining me on stage, not only to wish us well into the end of 2023, but also to talk us through the IAB project that has been worked on with their measurement dashboard. Would you mind just talking us through quickly what the IAB dashboard is and how members can use it, and how does this relate to the conversation we're going to be having today?
Yeah, so great, amazing, and thank you all for joining us. So on the Knowledge Center on the IAB side, you'll go to the industry measurement, and from industry measurement, you'll end up on this page where you can click on the measurement dashboard. So you will see in terms of page views, we've used GA4 as the mechanism because, and that makes sure that we save from the third-party deprecation cases that we will see going forward. So this is amazing. You'll see the top publishers. So usually we put the top 10. And if you actually expand a lot more, you'll start seeing like we have 112 actual domains on the site from all the publishers that we have. Same to be said for the age categories, what's the age group, where's the audiences sitting? How do you make use of those audiences, especially from a buying or planning perspective? But that's me. Over to our speakers.
Yeah. Thank you, Razia. Much appreciated. And thanks for the well wishes for 2023. Looking forward to what insights come in 2024. So the insights are going to be incredible today. And I hope you're strapped in and ready for a great session with us at the IAB Insights. Adrian, you can start your screen share. Take us away. What do we need to know about first-party data and the work that you guys have been doing in the background to teach us how this stuff helps consumers make better purchasing decisions?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Danilo. I think I'd like to start the conversation with kind of reframing and redefining what first-party data should mean. First-party data ultimately needs to become the gold of every organization going forward. The more you know your customers, and the more you don't know your customers, the better your marketing efforts are going to be in the space of digital. First-party data is consented, so it's POPIA compliant. We make sure that you as an organization are getting the right consent at every stage to make sure that you can connect with those customers who are have either shown interest or are interested in buying a product. Now, you might be asking, why first-party data? Of course, we've mentioned cookie crumbling, but of course, what we need to do is we need to find that person in the center. We need to find that little red man or red woman who's dancing, to make our marketing efforts a lot more efficient, to limit our wastage and increase our efficiencies across our budgets. Now, we all know that as advertisers and as agencies who have clients, we have less rands to deal with on a monthly basis to do more, which then leads us to this idea of the unfindable audience. I mentioned the total addressable market, which shrunk. I've mentioned that in South Africa, specifically, about 50% of users using the internet are using ad blockers. So how do we start finding audiences? You need to start differentiating with what is your known audience versus unknown audience. Moving on, what can we do as digital marketers? Well, there's a lot of data on the slide, from mobile device penetration to the paradox of choice to privacy. We kind of all know that already. But from a first-party data perspective, what is this going to allow us to do? Firstly, it's going to allow us to drive real personalization. What we want to do is make sure we are targeting customers who have an affinity to our brand or an affinity to the category, so we can start to win those customers from our competitors. Finally, the last thing that I'll touch on is 3 key takeouts that I want you to take out of these 7 or 8 slides that I've told you. You've seen access to devices and the internet in South Africa has expanded rapidly in the last 5 years, reached a bit of a dynamic equilibrium in the last 3 to 4 years. What this means for us is there's so much saturation. There's a lot of users in the ecosystem, but personalization is going to be critical to find your known audience and also to find your unknown audience.
Thank you. Really, really cool insights there. And so it gives me a great honor to welcome Ryan Smith, the head of optimization in CVM for MultiChoice South Africa, onto screen now. His primary focus is on using customer data to personalize and optimize all the marketing and self-service channels using first-party data.
Thanks very much, Danilo. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so today, the theme of today's conversation is DMP versus CDP. DMPs are commonly used in the advertising ecosystem to help marketers target and optimize digital advertising campaigns. So many of you should have heard this term before. And they often facilitate the integration of third-party data sources, enabling businesses to make informed decisions around segmentation and ad targeting. And unlike DMP, CDPs prioritize the identifiable customer information. It's very much around your customer, not necessarily around your to-be future customer. The last bit over here is just a case study of what we've done at MultiChoice in terms of the CDP that we use. So we bring a whole bunch of different data. This is just some of the examples of data that we bring into the CDP. We have our demographic data. We've got our service data, like I mentioned before, what type of channels are customers using. The viewership data is very important. What type of content do customers like to engage with? What type of products do they have at the moment? Also meaning what type of products do they not have? What type of payment channels do they use? Do they like to pay in store? Do they like to pay on their app? And then we also can engage marketing funnel data into this where we have a identifier. So Danilo, I'm going to hand back to you.
You too. Thank you very, very much. I know your time is incredibly valuable, and I'm sure your LinkedIn is going to be chock-a-block with invites and lots of questions in the DMs as well too. So good luck addressing all of those. And I want to say thank you to everybody else for joining us today and giving up some of your precious time to learn with us at the IAB. That officially marks the wrap of the insights for 2023, as we look forward to 2024. A reminder that the IAB have officially sent off their fee renewals for 2023 with early bird discounts. So please do take advantage of this. If you are an IAB member, you can catch this full episode and all of its learnings on the portal if you are an IAB member, and all the highlights will be available publicly on the IAB YouTube channel as well. So please do go and follow them on all their favorite social platforms. And once again, a big thank you to our partners, Biz Community, Ornico, Everlytic, and the Marketing Association of South Africa. From us at the IAB, a very happy holidays to all of you. Have a blessed festive season. Please do keep safe and keep learning. We look forward to seeing you in 2024. Goodbye.